So before we invite our plenary speakers up, we will be having two students from Perkantas, Indonesia, and EARC Hong Kong to share with us their testimonies related to our topic today, People of Hope. And then as Kate to introduce our topic for tonight. Let us now welcome Jefta from Perkantas, Indonesia, and Patricia from FES Hong Kong to share with us their stories of People of Hope.
Selamat malam. Hello everyone, I'm Jefta. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a student majoring in computer science, now in my fourth and final year at Binus University, Jakarta. So EARC might be my last time being in a camp as a student. And now I'm currently serving at Perkantas. For my sharing, I call it the journey. Everyone, what will you believe if there's someone here who used to curse almost everyone in his high school? An arrogant who only thinks about himself. A vengeful one who likes to hurt people. Because the truth is, I am that person 5 years ago. My high school year was a complete mess. Back in this day, I live a very different life. I was toxic, arrogant, self-centered. I only think about myself. Vengeful and prideful. If you could think any bad influences a high school student can have, maybe you could find most of it in me 5 years ago. Back then I was a terrible sinner who lived a life far away from that. So the big question is, how can I get here? After high school, the year 2020 was the lowest point of my life. I lost my grandma and best friend because of the pandemic. And that was when I'm about to enter university, which hit me by a lot, and that also affects my first year as a student in university. But at that lowest point, I was reached out by my Christian student fellowship in my university. And just like every regular student, I only read the seniors chat when they reach me out. But the great thing is, just like Christ never gave up on us, they also never gave up on me. Still inviting and reaching me out until I finally decided to be active in this Christian student fellowship at my second semester, which became my first stepping stone on this amazing journey with God. Then I was invited by one senior to join his small group, and that's when I know not all the people there are also not perfect. They're broken at some point in their life. But the great thing is, we have something in common. We wanted to grow together in our personal and communal life to become more and more like Christ every day. Thanks to God, because of this discipleship movement, I also became a small group leader at my university. All these guys who were once strangers to me, now I proudly call them my brothers. And the journey continued. Our small group all became the committee of the Christian Student Fellowship in 2022. Albinus is the name of the Christian Student Fellowship. Persekutuan Oikumene Binus University. After being reached out and have grown, we were called to share it with other students in our university. The beauty of gospel to everyone in the campus. And just then, we realized we just became a new family in Christ that are all taking a part in God's grand story, building His kingdom in our university through Albinus. And now, in my final year at university, I'm grateful God calls me to fulfill a bigger calling, to share this great journey with God, to inspire a wider community with other students in other universities in Jakarta, in Indonesia, and now to all of you in East Asia. Because we are all the same brother and sister who share the same faith, same vision, and same voice that declare to God be the glory. This is my journey, the story of how I used to live a life far away from God, and now standing here to share the exact opposite, all because of this gospel that was shared in the university. And finally, from this wonderful journey with God, what did I see? Hope. There's hope for the lowest of low. There's hope for this race. And there will always be hope for all of us and all the students out there. I believe some of us may share the same story. But one thing for sure, by the grace of God, we all gather here to share our stories, our journey, and our voices. To conclude, I want to share a verse. It's from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 13. But now, in Christ Jesus, you who were far away have been brought near by the blood of Christ. We all was once far away, but now we all gathered here. We all brought near by the gospel. And if there's hope for people like us, let us also be the people of hope that inspire every student around East Asia. And that's all for my sharing. Thank you, and God bless you.